Calvin Castine, right where I usually am as it approaches 11 a.m. on the 4th of July. It's the 4th of July 2008, and we're on the streets of Alburg, Vermont, and seems every year the crowds get larger and larger. And this is a beautiful 4th of July morning and ideal weather. It's a Friday, it's the start of a 3-day weekend, and the folks are really taking advantage of it, and they've come from far and wide to witness the annual 4th of July parade here in beautiful downtown Alburgh. A couple of the locals have come up with segways. I imagine their gas mileage is pretty good on those things. And they've segued up here to get themselves a bloomin' onion or two, along with hot dogs, hamburgers, french fries, Italian sausage, but the big attraction is the bloomin' onions. As usual, we're located in front of the school on the northern part of Alburgh. This street heads north and eventually turns and heads west across to Rouse's Point. And now we're facing in a more southerly direction. As you can see, the crowds have really grown. When we first started taping these, we didn't have a lot of folks around us here in this area. And there sure are a lot of folks here today. And I'm sure all the way through to the start of the parade route, you'd find similar situations. A lot of flags out and a lot of folks are selling stuff. I noticed I came through Rouse's Point on this Friday the 4th. A lot of people out there with yard sales, taking advantage of the huge crowd they'll have over the weekend. And I imagine a lot of these folks right here for this parade will be over in Rouse's Point on Sunday the 6th of July for their annual 4th of July weekend event. A busy day. I got done taping a couple of softball games back home at 9 o'clock last night. They're here on this holiday to tape this parade. When we're done here, we'll go to Plattsburgh this afternoon and meet up with Gordy Little, where we'll tape the City of Plattsburgh 4th of July parade. And then this evening, on Friday evening, we'll be in Rouse's Point, where we usually are. If we're not there, my brother Sam or my wife Judy is there, because we're somewhere else. But this year we'll be there, and we'll cover the community choir, a long-standing focal point of the 4th of July event in Rouse's Point. Originally it was the Straw Hatters and the St. Patrick's Choir. Straw Hatters are still going, but the St. Patrick's Choir has been replaced by the community choir. For years, when Ruth Letourneau was in charge of that Rouse's Point choir, it was one of the premier church choirs in the area, if not the premier church choir. But over the year, the numbers have gone down, and they've ended up getting people from throughout the region, northern tier, primarily the Rouse's Point area, but throughout the northern tier, and they're in that community choir now, and they entertain the folks every Friday along with the Straw Hatters to start off the 4th of July weekend in Rouse's Point. But right now we're in Alburgh, and a color guard is here. And for some reason, the sun has hidden behind a cloud. Crowd of young service people, and here we got the Color American Legion Auxiliary. A young lady being pulled in a radio flyer. She'll remember this parade 50 years from now. And here are some ladies from the auxiliary. And a big reservist there. And this could be the Grand Marshals. Let's see. It's about time. Excuse me, we want to interview the Grand Marshals. What's your name, please?
Ask him. He tells me who I am.
Lorraine's deferring to your name, sir.
Alton Bruso.
Well, I have to say it's about time.
How you doing, Calvin?
Good to see you both. Alton and Lorraine Bruso, my friends, and it's about time. Alton's usually pulling a tractor going through the parade. This year he's the Grand Marshal. Judy, my wife, was supposed to come, would be so disappointed. She ended up babysitting for one of our grandchildren, so she wasn't able to make it, but she was looking forward to coming here, and she said say hello to Alton and Lorraine, and son of a gun if they weren't the Grand Marshals. Border Patrol is here. U.S. Customs Protection. They're throwing things. They hit me. All right. I'm not sure what we got here. This is what? Chapter 628, Combat Wounded Veterans. Purple Heart. That's an honorable group. Cub Cadet with an old mower fellow. And again, our colors. There's the Masons, Columbus Lodge from Alburg, Vermont. A bunch of horses. Here's antique car. I don't know, it's tough to look at a car that you saw when you were a kid and call it an antique, but Bebop Baby, looks like about a 53 or 54 or whatever it is. This one is a genuine antique, steaming a little bit here. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be steaming. Nice little Model A. Pickup truck from the 50s. And riding in the back of a pickup. That was a lot of fun back then. Can't do that no more because of safety concerns. The T-bucket. If you like yellow. I threw it right in the window here. Trying to pick up women. That's it, the hot rods here. The guy's trying to pick up women. It's like a scene from American Graffiti, huh? And there's the Masons. They go through a whole lot of parades. Shriners. Part of the Masons, but they're Shriners, and they're out looking for support for the Shriners hospitals. And amazing that those fellows can fit in those vehicles, and I believe they're able to get out of them after the parade. I don't think they live in them. I would probably get in one, but it would would be my home for a while. What kid wouldn't like to have one of those in his backyard, huh? I think kids up to a large age would like to have one of those. From 6 to 86 probably. They got a big gap between them and the next fire truck here, so they're taking full advantage of it. Go up and down the street, shaking hands with the folks. This guy is falling behind. Excuse me, this gal.
He took my car away from me. I lost my license. Or rolled it over.
Oh, he rolled his over here. That guy rolled his over. So he took his license away, so he has to walk. I'll learn him. Fire rescue. Fire rescue. Alburg with an H now. I still prefer to spell it without the H, but I think you have your choice. You can use the H or not. Engine number 1. And these Alburgers are usually at the Lake Champlain Bluegrass Festival selling hot dogs and stuff under the big tent at the Lake Champlain Bluegrass Festival. That's the August 8th, 9th, and 10th, I think, whatever the weekend days are. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I believe it's the 8th, 9th, and 10th of August this year. And good Lord willing, we'll be there to cover some of the events there. It's something we look forward to every year. And having it in our backyard like this, a major bluegrass event like that, I think it's worth spending some time over and sharing with our viewers. This is a Big Mac here. A Big Mac. What's she trying to do? Can't talk to everybody here. Alburgh, Vermont tanker. This vehicle's almost stopped because vehicle here is stopped. That couple in there wants to talk to everybody along the route here. They don't not happy unless they talk to everybody. Must be running for office. From Rouse's Point, Montgomery Hose, Hook and Ladder Company number 1, RPFD. Well, looks like the chief is right there. Yeah, there's the chief. Chief riding shotgun. Another Alburg vehicle. Excuse me, another Rouse's Point vehicle here in Alburg. It's a pumper. Very young firefighter there, young firefighter. Couldn't quite make out, looked like Curly in the driver's seat, but I couldn't quite make out for sure. And what would a 4th of July parade be without Uncle Sam, or is that Abe Lincoln? I think that's Abe Lincoln. Not Abe Blinking, but Abe Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln. Cider. Delivering kids. Champlain Island. Developing essential resources. Whatever that means. They just wanted to call it cider and they just put a bunch of words together that gave the acronym. Champlain Islanders Developing Essential Resources. That doesn't tell you a darn thing. Here's a John Deere. What would a parade be without a John Deere in the North Country? Brownie Troop. Alburgh Girl Scout Daisy Troop. Cub Scout Pack 538. They're all there. Who says they can't get along? Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts getting along here in Alburgh. They said it couldn't be done. Well, it's being done. They're marching together in peaceful coexistence, the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts. Nice to see them settling their feuds of many years. Okay. Very quietly, George Barney Marnes came up and renewed his viewer patronage while I was taping here, so you can do that. You can do that while I'm taping here. You can hand me money for viewer support. Not sure what this group of patriotic-looking citizens is. I got distracted there by getting money. But a very patriotic-looking group. Look at this. This is I don't know if you can buy that outfit anywhere else. He's got more stars and stripes and I don't know what. I can't think of anything to say here. That's a gas. He's saving fuel. He is saving fuel. And the golf course is the other way, unless you're going to Rouse's Point. Must be they came from the Alburgh golf course. And they're heading for the Rouse's Point golf course, North Country Golf Club. Getting squirted with water along the way. Oh my goodness. The Joker is here. The Joker is here. Real trucks like mud. That's what it says on the side here. Professional painting job here. I think Dickie Diesel did that at Vital Signs. Real trucks like mud. So give Dickie a call if you want something like that written on your truck. Flags are everywhere. This 4th of July parade. Beautiful downtown Alburgh. On the 4th of July. 11 o'clock start. Paquette's Custom Sawing. It's got a 298 number. They're from Champlain. Paquette's Custom Sawing in Champlain over here. Looking for some sawing jobs in Vermont. What's this? Thomas Jefferson always gets his TJs at Heroes Welcome. No idea what that means. That's supposed to be Thomas Jefferson sitting there. Heroes Welcome in North Hero. Oh, got a run with a rumble seat here. A rumble seat with a couple of rumblers in the back. And there's more. I love this Alburg Parade. I wish the sun had stayed out though. I gotta adjust my lighting in the camera all the time. Alburgh RV Resort and Trailer Sales. They're waving at the other folks. They're waving at their neighbors instead of at the camera. Another military vehicle. This is a collector's military vehicle. This is not the Army National Guard driving this. Very nice vehicle. And they're shooting water. Hopefully didn't get on our camera. More John Deere. This is where we usually find Bruso. Alton Bruso usually coming through here with a tractor and a bunch of kids behind. But this year, he and Lorraine are grand marshals, and I think it's a great idea. For many of us on the other side of the bridge, you don't think of this area without thinking of Alton Bruso. John Deere with the matching outfit. That with the matching cap and shirt. And there's the farm hall. Bernie Trahan is the owner of this farm hall. It's an H. And here's a farm hall A. McCormick Deering International Harvester, call it what you want. It's a farm hall. And if you didn't like red, there was a year when you could get a white one, and this is one right here. It's an anniversary special, I think. Maybe they just painted it white, I don't know. Here's an Oliver. There weren't a lot of Olivers around in North Country when I was growing up. This is 1958. Henry Schwiener, the owner. There was that farm out by the lake in the Shazy Landing that always had a bunch of Olivers when we'd go to my Uncle Clarence Trombley's camp. Past Shazy Landing, we'd always go by that farm just before you got real close to the lake. Another Henry Schwiener vehicle. That might even be Henry Schwiener up there. Who knows? He probably knows, but I don't. And a bucket of kids. 2 scoops. A New Holland. Don't accidentally hit the lever there and drop those kids and run over them. This could be a farm hall. Probably is. Looks like a cub. Trying to balance himself and throw out goodies. No, they did not hit a couple of square dancers on their way through. They just put them there. Northern Lights, all the way from Champlain, New York. The Northern Lights square dancers. Oh, that looks like Thomas Robinson in there. He's from Lacole.
Anybody like to square dance?
They're looking for recruits. You can never have too many square dancers. Just ask Gary Finney. There's a blue Dodge, a black and blue Dodge with yellow rims. I would guess it did not come off the showroom floor with that color combination. Purely speculation. There's a muscle car with a Confederate flag on the front. Now for the young lady behind the wheel. Folks have not been disappointed. Everybody seems to be enjoying themselves, including yours truly. Especially when George Marnes poked me on the arm and handed me a contribution. Viewer support, that's what keeps our program going. And people like George and his sister Silva and all you others who help support this program, we really appreciate it. But unfortunately, the vast majority of you have never contributed a dime, and we just wonder what else we have to do to make you get off your pocketbook and send in a contribution. viewer supported, and it's disheartening at times when the viewers don't step up and help support it. And we're talking not just to the people watching this on Channel 24 in the Champlain, Shazy, Rouses Point, Moores, Altona, Ellenburg area, but also the folks watching this in Franklin County on Channel 30, and the folks watching this on Channel 15 on Charter Communications in Plattsburgh and on into Essex County and so on, areas surrounding Plattsburgh. This is viewer-supported TV, and from those two particular areas, the Channel 15 and Channel 30 viewers, we get almost nothing. There's another little cub that's painted up, and they got some insects there. Must be a garden here. They got a bee and an ear of corn there. It must be fun being an ear of corn today here. Cultivating dirty habits for 200 years. Darby Farm. How about that? Alburgh Snowmobile Club. I don't want to think about snowmobiles. I don't want to think about it. 4th of July is bright and sunny. I want to think about going for a ride in the Surrey without a fringe on top. Looks like he's ready for the little harness racing here. We'll see him at the Franklin County Fair this year. More horses. More horses indeed. Horses are always a fun part. Oh, this one wants to pose. Back up, look at that. I got a mind of my own here. And I don't know what's going on ahead of me here. I think I want to back up and go home. I don't think it'd be much fun to be tossed from a horse on the street. Not that it's fun to be tossed from a horse at any time. I've only been tossed once, and that was enough.
Oh, yeah. She did. She came up. Yes. She did. She came up one day with Robin.
Alright, this one's turning colors. This one's got a tattoo here. Look at that. Got a tattoo under its neck. And we got a boatload of folks and some bikers coming through here. They're just pedaling through and happened to come across the parade and said, we're going to keep on pedaling, folks. Big avalanche pulling this Chris Craft. That young lady just tooted at me here. What are they doing? Who are they from? It doesn't say, does it? No. Just towing their boat. That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. This is the Lake Monsters. It's probably the youth ball teams here. And oh, we got some hockey players. Hockey players. North Country Cougar hockey players. Eric Richard keeping track of them. And the youngest drivers today. What does it say? Chad and Brett, P.F. Savetti and Son, general contractor. Sand, gravel, and loam. Get a truck full of gravel delivered. Smells like it's burning a little bit of oil. Here's a Laredo pulling another boat. Camp Barry, it says. B-A-R-R-Y, Camp Barry. They are from Camp Barry. They are pulling the boat. There's a Dodge Charger Magnum. Yeah, another interesting little vehicle. is this? Some kind of shop. Schlotten House of Pizza. S-H-O-P, the shop. Schlotten House of Pizza. Yeah, a bunch of kids coming through with pets and babies. This fella here won't remember the parade. Four-wheeler. Loaded to the brim with folks. The No Heroes, North Hero, Vermont. Town just a little bit south of Alburgh, the northernmost island, unless you're counting Isle of Mont. And also Grand Isle, the biggest island. Parade is continuing. Oh, it's a fun time here in beautiful downtown Alburgh. Oh, this must be a blast. This lady is saying, why did I agree to do this? How much further is it? Why did I say I'd do this? Lincoln, Uncle Abe. All right, they're pulling for Lincoln. Vote for Abe Lincoln for president. Okay, well, I'll give it a thought. He is, after all, a Republican, so I could consider him. Second annual Isle of Mont Flotilla Boat, July 12th. Boat Flotilla. Celebrating Samuel D. Champlain, 400 years, and what better place to celebrate it than in Isle of Mont? Look at this, a boatload of Indian. Hope they'll be in the Rouse's Point. They should be in the Rouse's Point parade. July 4th, 399 years ago today, Samuel D. Champlain came floating through. Went by Rouse's Point, said there's nobody home. So he stopped in Isle of Mont on the sandy beach. July 4th, 1609. 399 years ago today, as we're taping this. Isle of Mont. Isle of Mont is here. And some more boats, a big boat this time. Can't afford to put fuel in them on the lake, so you might as well pull them in the parade. Isle of Mont Annual Flotilla, July 12th at noon. You missed it. Happy birthday, Calvin. Thank you. It's not my birthday, though. Oh, Calvin Coolidge. 13th President of the United States. He was born on the 4th of July, too, I think. I thought they made a float just for me, and doggone it, it's for the other Calvin. So we know him in our house, the other Calvin. Down from, he was in Plymouth, Vermont, I believe. The southern part of the state. What we got here? The Boatsmith from South Alburgh. Nice little pontoon. Good little thing to paddle around on the lake with. We got here North Hero Fire Department. Wow, they're serious about their lake rescue, aren't they? Look at that, North Hero Fire Department. They get fire in the boats. You got to be able to get out there and fight them. And North Hero is taking it serious. Look at that. There's a locksmith from Champlain. Lakeview locksmith. Alburgh number and a Champlain number. I knew my old buddy Dale Tremblay was a locksmith. Didn't know we had another one since he passed on. Girls can wear these dresses one day a year on the 4th of July. Another vehicle coming into sight. What does it say? RL Enterprises. Well, Roger Lanou probably. Yeah, that's Mr. Lanou. RL Marine Sales and Service, Alburgh Springs. Let's see. See you Sunday.
Yes.
From St. Paul, Quebec. Never remember his last name. First name is Lauren. He's from St. Paul, Quebec. He represents the fire department in our mutual aid get-togethers. Alburgh. Oh boy, we got some traffic coming here. Alburgh Rescue, that's going to be the end of the parade. So you've seen it all from start to finish. That's it from beautiful downtown Alburgh, July 4th, 2008. I hope you've enjoyed our excursion over here and invite you to join George Barney Marnes and others and become viewer supporters to Hometown Cable and keep this kind of programming coming. Thanks for watching.